I didn't listen to that voicemail. I'll tear open that letter you sent. Don't you tell your friends I want you back. I gotta leave you now and unread, because you've already said those words that switch my heart to dead from loving you. So you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused on sewing clothes. The spell stays unspoken, a dark silhouette of a marked man and broken. Right down, I didn't listen to that voicemail or TikTok that story you sent. Don't you reel me in to get me back. I'm gonna leave you now.
A minute. How about that? How about that? Let's check that out. How do you feel about that? What's that looking like? What's that looking like? I think that's going to do it. Let me know. We're moving stuff around. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that's going to do it. I think that's going to do it. It's good to see you guys, everybody. I see. Oh, so I got that, and then that, and then that. So welcome to Monday night at 7:05. And what? Today is a pre-Meatloaf Mayhem mashup conversation. That's what we're doing today. A huge shout out to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, to VooDoo Chef Foundation. We're streaming live on X, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. And we got to give a huge shout out. What is the Meatloaf Mayhem mashup? What are you even talking about? What are you talking about? Listen, this Friday for the third year, we're going to bring incredible competitors, Meatloaf monsters, to this very house to create their fabulous meatloaf using their incredible recipes. We're going to have a panel of judges. We're going to have a house full of rock stars. They're going to be taking votes. We're going to find out the people's champ, and we're going to find out who's going to go home the Meatloaf Mayhem Mashup champion of 2025. I'm just saying. We've done it 2 years in a row. It's absolutely fantastic, and we're really, really excited because we have more competitors this year coming in than we've had the last 2 years, almost combined, which I'm super, super excited about. And this is one of the fun things we get to do. My friend Tyler Garrettson brought it up to me a couple years ago. KitchenKillaz is all about taking recommendations. We want to hear what people want. We want to hear what people want to see. We want to understand the kind of shows that people are involved in and engaged in. My man Tyler Garrettson said, when are you guys doing a meatloaf challenge? And I went, that sounds like a great idea. Let's do it. So 3 years ago, we tried it. And here we are coming up to our third annual Meatloaf Mayhem mashup happening this Friday, which is super cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thankfully, I don't have the incredibly difficult job of being a judge, which is great because all the competitors are going to bring some incredible recipes, and I'm excited to see everybody compete. I'm excited to see everybody join us this Friday. And again, a huge shout out to everybody that's going to be joining us, all of our KitchenKillaz Patreons. You guys get first dibs at any home show, of course, and it's always wonderful to have you guys join us. We're also going to be featuring some friends, featuring some a lot of different competitors this Friday night, and we are going to be cross-platform streaming. Cross-platform streaming, yes, to all the things through the Legend of Traveling TARDIS and the VooDoo Chef Foundation, which is fantastic. We're going to have some really cool competitors. We have some repeat competitors coming back this year, which we're really, really excited to see if they can take home the Meatloaf Trophy. Is there going to be a Meatloaf Trophy? Maybe. Who knows? Maybe there will be. Maybe there'll be a belt. Maybe we'll have a golden trophy that you can lift on high to celebrate your win, your cordial championship, if you will. You know what I mean? So it's so good to see everybody. What's up, Sam Baird in the house? What's up, Sam? Good to see you, sir. Sorry I'm off to bed. School in the morning. Have a great show. Dude, it's super late for you. Thanks for checking in, Sam. Always good to see you. What's up, Nate Jewin in the house? Kyle Nunez, Michelle Hess. We even got the VooDoo Chef, from my understanding. He might be popping in just a second, looking dapper in a fantastic hat that looks slightly tanned with a VooDoo Chef logo on the top of it and his black horn-rimmed glasses. I have no idea. Maybe he will, maybe he won't, with an array of guitars in the back. I know Eric pretty well, so I imagine that might be what he's going to be wearing, but I have no idea. I haven't seen anything at all. With a fantastic salt and pepper beard, because he's a distinguished gentleman full of wisdom and knowledge, and some other things. Maybe bourbon. I don't know. I have no idea, but not tonight. Not tonight. Maybe. Who knows? Probably not, though. That's probably me. No, it's also not me. I'm full of cake and sugar. Love sugar. So it's going to be a lot of fun, man. We're looking forward to it. And a huge shout out to everybody that is going to be celebrating this Friday night with us. We are booked out all the way through April. We're starting to book into May. So let us know if you want us to swing up and crash your kitchen, man. We do it for free. Bring your friends and family. We stream live. We play a lot of different music. We talk about the food, the recipes, where everything's going, where everything's coming from, and how you can get a hold of these delicious bites. Try to keep in touch with everybody and build an amazing community and network of some awesome, awesome people. A lot of you make up that network that are here right now. You know, a huge shout out to everybody that's spending a little time with us. We have Sam checking in from Scotland. We have Colin Nunez checking in from Holland. Michelle Hess checking in from right over there. And, we're bringing all the people in, man. Bringing all the people in. My man Nathan June all the way from Sebring, baby. Good to see you, and thank you very much for giving us a little shout out on the audio and video, guys. I appreciate that very much, very, very much. So yeah, man, this year has been kicking off really, really well. We started off the very first show with Chef Dane Brevoort, who actually met through Chef Eric, and we crushed it, man. He did a great recipe that his students had actually put together that are going to the finals in February at Universal, which is super cool. So huge shout out to Chef Dane for kicking our year off right. And now we're coming up to the Meatloaf Mayhem Mashup, which is going to be a lot of fun. It's just a couple days away. We've done it 2 years in a row. We're to year number 3, and we're going to see how it goes. I'm super excited because we always have a lot of fun. We have a lot of great people that join us. I'm excited for the music that night as well. We have a lot of instruments floating around, from shakers to cajones to guitars, and people are more than welcome to come up and grab an instrument, sit down, plug in, and jam a little bit. You know, it's always been an open environment for people to come up and be creative with us, you know, to be able to share some time, because that's what it is, man. Music, food, and community. We'll leave all the other stuff outside. We don't even worry about it in here. We just talk about music, food, and just being with each other and enjoying time. And that's it, baby. We keep it nice and simple. You know, it's the 3 simple food groups of KitchenKillaz: music, food, and community. That's it. You know, everything else, you can get back to real life once you walk out the door. Trust me, it's not going anywhere. It's waiting for you. It's just out there. So when you come in here, set all that worry aside, set all that stuff to the side, and just come and spend some time with us, and we'll have a really good time. You know, I'm super excited to be able to work with everybody and be able to see everybody again. I see that Nathan June says work is crazy. I have no time for fun. Nathan, you need to make time for fun, baby. We need you at the Meatloaf Mayhem Mashup. You're Nate Druin. What you talk about, dog? You got to be here. You know, so it's but it's going to be good to see everybody. We had a really great week last week as well. I was really fortunate to be invited to the Space Coast Renaissance Fair, so I got to spend this last weekend with Bill and Tracy, and my good friend Kaylee, my good friend Riley Kane, Mike Conway, the lovely Phaedra. We got to make the Count's Court, which has been a lot of fun to be able to do stuff like that, and just spend some time with those guys and just kind of walk around and have a great time and just be in a wonderful, wonderful environment. You know, so I got to be careful when I'm doing hand gestures, because this new Instalink 360 like sees stuff, and I do that. Now it tracks me. I do this, and then it sends me some email subscription to a magazine that I never wanted. I have no idea what's going on. Technology is nuts, kids. Absolutely nuts. You know, but we live and we learn. You know, we are slaves to technology, especially in this day and age when everything that we do is going as zeros and ones in little telecommunication packets around the world instantaneously. How fantastic is that? Because it's still not fast enough, right, guys? That's right. People will want it faster because that's who we are. It'll never stop. But trust me, we'll be there to develop technology to make sure it goes faster than you even thought it could go. How could it get faster? Trust me, it will. Just the way it's going to go. From my understanding, phones are going to be a thing of the past. So are apps. You're going to have an AI buddy that you just ask questions to, and you're not even going to ask questions because it's going to know what you want to see at 6:30 in the morning when you wake up in the morning. It's just going to give you your feed because it's going to know you. You guys are going to be friends. I know, scary. Embrace the technology. You can't run away from it. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Super excited to see this Friday, man. A lot of different recipes. Oh, there it goes again. I think I did it. Wait, if I do this, it'll stop. It won't track me. And I should do that. Yep. If I do this, then it'll track me again. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Look at Kyle. Kyle being sneaky right there. Look at Kyle being sneaky right there. Yeah, what's up, Kyle Nunez? Yeah, man. So really looking forward to it. And tonight we're going to chat with the VooDoo Chef, from my understanding, and we might have a special guest. I don't know. We might have one of the challengers running around here somewhere. They're supposed to come in. They're very, very busy. They're gallivanting around the world, flying on private jets, snapping into Slim Jims. Who knows? They're slapping into Meatloaf. Snapping into Meatloaf. Can you snap into Meatloaf? I hope not. If you're snapping into a Meatloaf, kids, that Meatloaf has probably been, that's not very good. I don't think you're going to do very well at the competition. I'm just going to throw it out there. Probably not going to do well. Yeah, we're getting a big old thumbs down. Not going to do well. However, I don't want that to dissuade you from competing. You know what I mean? I definitely want you to be able to do that. You look like you're having fun with that. I have fun with a lot of different stuff, Christy Hammonds. And yes, I am. So much fun. So yeah, man, super excited to be able to hang out with everybody this Friday and just kind of see what's going on. And I'm excited to see everybody. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be our first home show of the year, which I'm really looking forward to. And this kind of kicks off the first quarter of the year. And KitchenKillaz is busy, baby, which is really great because we've been able to build a wonderful community over the last 9 years of Crashing Kitchens. And we've been able to build some annual things that we just like to spend time with our friends. We always look forward to it, and really fortunate to be able to team up with this other motley crew of incredible creators and, crazy people, because great, crazy people, we just find a way to get along. You know what I'm saying? We support each other's craziness, and I think we understand it. There's a lot of empathy and love there. But if you guys are watching from the KitchenKillaz show, make sure you pop over to the Legend of Traveling TARDIS. Make sure you pop over to VooDoo Chef Foundation and throw those guys a like and a follow. Find them on Instagram and Facebook as well. If you're on the Legend of Traveling TARDIS show, make sure you pop over to KitchenKillaz and VooDoo Chef Foundation on Facebook and throw a follow, and find Instagram and YouTube, throw follows. If you're on the VooDoo Chef Foundation show, make sure you pop over to KitchenKillaz and Legend of Traveling TARDIS and throw them a follow. And a huge shout out to both Christian Basil for allowing us to stream on the Legend of Traveling TARDIS, and the legendary chef himself, the VooDoo Chef, my man Eric Youngs, for allowing us to stream live on VooDoo Chef's Foundation's page. Hello, VooDoo Chef Foundation. Hello, Voodies. Hope you guys are having a great week, and looking forward to spend a little bit of time with the man, the myth, and the legend himself, my man Eric Youngs, who's I think he's in the green room right now, ready to go, eating healthy, staying alive, acting fantastic. And let's chat with him real quick and see what's going on. All right, let's hit some buttons. Boom. What's up, Chef? How are you doing, sir?
What is going on, my friend?
Hello, sir. What's new and exciting?
Dude, are you tracking me? You said I was eating healthy. Did you know what I ate today?
I trust you as a person, and I'm pretty sure that you're eating healthy, man. You're a healthy guy.
I stepped out of my comfort zone and I ate some fruit today, man. It was crazy.
Congratulations.
The first time for everything, man.
What kind of fruit did you eat?
My day started with 2 big, juicy oranges.
Oh, well, that sounds fantastic. I like that a lot. That's awesome, dude.
Absolutely amazing, dude.
I love oranges. Oranges are really good, man. And I'm a big citrus fan. So like oranges and the little cuties and the halos and like grapefruit and all that stuff. I've just been a big citrus fan for a long time. Oranges are super healthy, dude.
Yeah, I ruined it though. I came home and had buffalo wings and French fries.
Well, that's what I call balance.
Balance. But that's what it's about, man. If you know me, I believe in excess, but I believe in excess in moderation, and that's it all goes back to that balance. And maybe we'll break it right here. You'll read
that's
about
what I'm hoping for, my dude.
Coming out.
That dude. I'm excited to see that. I'm glad that you've been you've been pushing that realm, because you got a lot to share, you got a lot to tell, you got a lot to teach, and I think putting in a really, really cool package for people to be able to enjoy it and share it is just absolutely brilliant, man. And
I think this is the first place we've said that out loud. So I'm excited to be doing it, and looking forward to a July opportunity.
Oh, snap, dude. Nice, man. Well, that's going to be awesome.
We hope, man.
Is it going to be available digitally, do you think?
Probably
Nice.
Both digitally and hard copy. I'm a hard copy guy myself.
Oh, dude, I used to love that show. Hard copy was awesome. It's and there's like the softback, like the paperback and the hardback. What are you thinking about doing?
It all depends on what people want. You know, we got
Yeah.
to feel that out. We've had a couple people test read the first so many pages that we have, but like I'm just getting started, bro. You know, what we started out to be one chapter ended up to be almost 100 pages, and that's a
Wow.
lot of pieces. So, you know, we got to go back and reflect and see where we want to go, where
Yeah.
we want to end, and what we really want it to be. Because it just started with me, you know, taking a lead from you, Billy Floyd, my BFF,
We
and
inspire each other, Chef.
I just started dropping pages in an outline, and here we are.
Not well. I imagine over your years of spending some time in the kitchen, you got one or two recipes in the hopper.
Couple,
Yeah. Which
couple.
recipe are you like? If you're able to, which one of the recipes that you really excited to share with people?
Probably Fat Boy. Our
Really?
Eastern North Carolina barbecue sauce. You know, it's one that we produce, but we don't produce a lot of, and it's just because people don't really know how to use it. So they
Okay.
tend not to pick it up off the shelf. So we're going to include that recipe in the book and a lot of different ways on how to use it. And you know, Eastern North Carolina barbecue sauce. Most people think of apple cider vinegar. It's
Sure.
a no-no on my list. It does not exist in my world. So we make our that's what makes ours different. And so we're dropping the recipe in the book. We're probably dropping the recipe for our blackening seasoning right in the book. Um, we're probably dropping the recipe for FOMO right in the book. And of course
Oh.
FOMO is our comeback sauce, which was inspired by a local high school who entered one of our competitions. So
What? Well,
yeah,
that's awesome. Nice, dude.
yeah.
Oh,
So they're probably all just yeah, just fuck it. We'll put them all in there. Oh, I forgot I'm on the Billy Floyd
it's
podcast.
okay.
It's before 9.
If you could, if you could, we don't want to talk too much about it because you're still working on it. How many pages do you think we're going to be looking at, or how many recipes rather?
Recipes, you know, I'd say right now we're around 30 or 40. Because what we did was we highlighted
Nice.
my food truck that we had, VooDoo Chef 13, which had 13 is VooDoo Chef 13 burgers and Sammys. So it was 13 burgers, 7 Sammys. So there's 20, and then we include the recipes for my Cuban bread, for our pickles, for our condiments, for our spreads, everything you need to make everything that was on my food truck.
Wow.
So if it was on our food truck and you loved it, uh,
Yeah.
you'll be able to hopefully voodoo like we do and make it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, and you bring up a really good point because sometimes they're good simple ingredients, but one of the ingredients for one of your dishes could have five ingredients in it. It's like
Right.
okay, to make this one sauce for this sandwich right here, here's the ingredients on how to make the sauce. Here's the ingredients on how to make this, and then you start compiling all that stuff together, and then you can kind of start getting wild because once you get that cookbook, you can start whipping up those sauces and kind of adding them to whatever you like. You know, add them to the things that you guys like to add them to. You
Right.
know,
One of the things we like to say, you do you.
you do you. Yeah, I mean, Nate Druin came in and said, "Voodoo is the crew that you do."
I like that. I like
That's
that.
awesome, man. He also said, "Snapping into meatloaf, I think, is called haggis." Gross.
I think that's called you lost.
Yeah, you're not gonna. Yeah, you're not gonna do very well if you can snap your meatloaf. Just throwing it out there, you know. But it's dude, I'm excited for this Friday, and this was a good idea that my buddy Tyler came up with, and he said, man, I love making meatloaf. It's one of my favorite recipes to make. And I was wondering, would you guys ever do a meatloaf challenge? And I was like, yeah, man, let me run it up to the flagpole and see what's going on. And and I'm very thankful for this, but we get a lot of offers from people coming up with a lot of ideas. So usually by the time an idea comes, we add it to the hopper. It's already the next week, the next month, and then you're 3, 4, 5 months in, and you still got some stuff on your to-do list you haven't even gotten to. But Tyler didn't let it go. He asked me a couple months later. He's like, "Yo, so what about that meatloaf mayhem? What's going on, dude? What are we doing? What are we doing?" I was like, "Dude, I totally forgot. You're absolutely right. I know it's on my list. I'll get to it." You blink your eyes, 2 more months goes by, and he comes up and he goes, "Okay, man, what is going on?" And I said, "You know what? Let's book it right now. Let's do it right now." and we booked it for January in like 2022 or 2023. Yeah, 2023. So we did it 2024, 2025, and now 2026, coming up to the third year. And it's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. Just bringing good people in, and the cool kind of like competition and the camaraderie and the friends that come in is just a lot of fun. And we try to have a whole different spread of judges. You know, we want somebody who's relatively new. Then it's like, man, I don't know a lot about it. So their technique, they don't necessarily have the technical knowledge, but they understand what they enjoy. They can taste balance. They can taste the ingredients. And then I like to have somebody with a little bit of culinary experience, a little bit of knowledge, but also a little bit of real world application, and not too knowledgeable in it to be able to rip the whole thing apart mathematically. And then I like having a chef who knows what's going on. They understand the ins and outs. They understand what's going on. Because I think with that balance of people, it's really, really good to have those different perspectives come in to give a well-rounded score to every. And then we do a People's Champ. So everybody that's here, they'll get to vote as well. So we'll have a People's Champ, and then we'll have, you know, our first, second, third prizes. Excited to see it grow, man. And thanks for popping in tonight, Eric, and chatting with us, not only about this cookbook that you just freaking announced, which is awesome.
I was already talking meatloaf, dude.
What's up, Bearded Monkey? Good to see you, dude. Twisted Q in the house. Hello, everybody.
My boy Dave, man, what's going on, partner?
Man, I love Dave. Dave's just a good dude. Nathan Jewin says, idea VooDoo Cuban flatbread pizza. I mean, dude, you could pretty much do whatever, and the VooDoo's going to do it, man. He's going to be good at it.
You know, I got to tell you, I make a Cuban pizza. I've been making it for over 20 years. And Nate, next time I'm at Billy's, which I don't know, we may have an announcement date real soon.
It's true.
We'll make Cuban pizza, because I've been making it for years.
Cuban pizza, dude. I love a good Cuban too. I've never had Cuban pizza before. That would be fantastic. I love all those ingredients.
Oh, dude, I got introduced to the Cuban pizza way back in the day. My buddy was the chef for the Ice Palace, what is now Benchmark or whatever they call the place now. I still call it the Ice Palace, where the
it'll always be the Ice Palace to me. It'll always be.
My buddy kind of was doing a Cuban pizza, and I'm like, what's this all about? And I fell in love, and then I just started making my own. So we'll definitely put that on the menu for when we come.
Dude, that's man, Nathan. There you go, dude. And as soon as Chef Eric and I figure out that date, we'll let everybody know. Nathan will definitely send you an invitation, man. You know, you're one of the first ones to get it. It's because of Chef Eric that I know Nate. I met Nate at VooDoo Valentine in 2020, I think, just before everything kind of got crazy with the world. Just a couple days before, we were at VooDoo Valentine, which was a lot of fun. That was Dark Door,
right?
If I remember correctly. That was a lot of fun, dude. It was wonderful. We were right there, like right inside the loading dock in the main area. All the distilleries, like the distilling vats were right behind us. What a great location and an awesome background for a feed. And you had a bunch of people. I think you had Johnny come in, did a little comedy. You had some other musicians come in and play. It was a lot of fun, man. What a great event that was.
I was actually on the phone with some of those folks earlier this afternoon,
nice.
And we were reminiscing just like we are now.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you got a good network, Eric. You really do, man. And thank you for introducing me to them as well, because I've been able to, very fortunately, make some of them my friends.
Do you remember what we served that night?
I honestly, I don't. I don't eat much when I'm doing it. I just feature it, but I rarely ever eat it. You know, I don't remember. What did we have that night?
So we were going to call it the His and Hers.
Okay.
And I got reprimanded by my daughter, said, Pop, you can't do that. I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, you got to remember, this is at the height of all of that.
Yeah.
She goes, pronouns. And I'm like, fuck pronouns. Oops, sorry, Billy Floyd. I'm like, forget pronouns. And she goes, no, you can't. You have to be aware. And I go, so what do you want me to call it? The badass and the bitch? And she goes, you can do that. that night we served the badass and the bitch.
Because that's gender neutral. You know,
right.
You can be anybody and be a badass. You know, you can also be anybody and be a bitch.
It was a bacon burger. You're right, Nate. We served the badass, which is a bacon burger with jerk onions. And here's a good one for you, Nate. Do you know what the original blend of meat on the badass was? Because now it's 80-20, but originally it was one burger that we had a special blend of meat for. And you can come up with that. I'd be surprised. We had garlic prawn. Look, this guy's all over it.
Yeah, no, Nate don't play. He's got to steal a trap, dude. He remembers so much. He's fascinating. It's he's all over it.
So it's in our book, Billy. The original blend for the Badass was
Nice.
50% 80-20 ground beef,
Okay.
50% thick cut applewood smoked bacon. We ran it through the grinder together to create a 50% bacon, 50% ground beef patty. And
Get out.
oh my God, dude, fan-damn-tastic.
I mean, that's a great combination of proteins right there to mix all those together, man. That's nuts. That's one of the things that I never even realized you can do until I kind of got further into my adulthood. Is if you wanted to make a burger, it didn't have to be 100% ground beef. I never understood. They're like, you can mix it. What? I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on here. Then I said, man, that just changed my whole world.
Well, it's hint. It's like a good meatloaf. You got to have that fat ratio. Ideally 70% beef, 30% pork. If you want to start talking about veal, we can, but you gotta have that fat for forgiveness. Make sure your competitors know that.
Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense, and I like that, especially as a recommendation, even for people that at home that are looking to make a cool meatloaf. You don't have to be in a competition, Chef, when you're talking about that fat ratio, like what does that do to the meatloaf in general? Like when you're adding in, that, and what would you say percentages? Like what percentage of ground beef to what percentage of pork? And
70% beef, 30% pork. That's just a general rule.
Gotcha.
But
And is the pork bringing the fat ratio, or is it like fattier?
That's going to be flavor. Pork's going to bring the juiciness. Beef is kind of it needs to taste like beef, but you're going to put that pork in there to create that juiciness. But at the end of the day, you want about an 80-20 ratio on both. So 80-20 on your beef, 80% meat, 20% fat. If you're using a pork butt and you're doing it proper, it's going to properly be 80-20.
80-20.
So if you're taking those two and you're combining them together, you're going to have your 80-20 ratio of meat to fat, but you're going to want a 70-30 beef to pork.
Beef to
So that
pork.
we bring that juiciness to the table.
Nice. Wow.
And all you healthy people out there, stay away from that lean meat, that 90-10. If you ever heard somebody call the meatloaf a brick, this is where it starts. You gotta.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's
Gotcha.
where it starts.
Gotcha. So you're thinking that if they're running a 90-10, there's just not enough. It's just too lean.
Not enough fat, right? Mm-hmm.
There's not enough fat, and you're just going to get a really tight, kind of dry, like more of a snap into a brick of meatloaf than you are slice into a perfectly cooked.
Dude, that meatloaf is going to be apologetic. It's going to be like, dude, I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry.
And think about your disservice to the cows that gave themselves so you can enjoy this delicious dish. You're just taking all of their honor and throwing it in the garbage if you're going to do a 90-10 lean 100% ground beef. What are you doing? Come on, 80-20, 80-20 on each, 70 on the ground beef, 30% on the pork. Get that juiciness, get that deliciousness, get that balance of flavor, and you're going to knock it out of the park, man. And I mean, Chef's just giving everybody tips right here, you guys. So hopefully if you guys are watching the show that are competing on Friday, you're learning right now from the man himself.
Remember, you do you.
You do you.
But at the end of the day, great meatloaf is like it's a Sunday dinner sermon, man. It needs to talk to you, bro.
I gotcha. I like I like that. It's like a Sunday dinner sermon. You're absolutely right, man. There's a lot of love that can go into meatloaf, or you can rush it. You can get it done. And I will say this: sometimes like presentation is one of the things that the things that we judge on. That's one of the criteria. However, you can have a really good looking meatloaf. You slice into it, you take a bite in it, it's not great. There goes your taste and texture right down the toilet. So you're 100% done. But if you're following your recipes, if you're taste testing it, and I always recommend try it, guys. Try your recipe. Don't just go into a competition and you're not 100% confident on what's going on. Make it the week before. Make it 2 weeks before. Give yourself some time. Test it. Taste test it. Have some friends test it. Test it again.
And if you need a tester, call me.
Yeah.
I'll be happy to take it.
Yeah, me and Eric will happily test your meatloaf. It's no problem.
I got to tell you, Billy Floyd, you cost me a lot of money last week. I watch the podcast whenever I can. I'm in the chat room like everybody else, hanging out. And Dane was on, and you guys were talking meatloaf. And and the next week I'm out to dinner, and I order a sausage platter, and it's like a little sausage charcuterie. It comes out with all the accoutrement, and I'm eating that, and then Spider looks at me and goes, "I'm gonna get a hamburger." I'm like, "Okay, I'm not gonna fight you."
You do what you want.
And then so I pick up the menu, and god dang it, what's on the menu? Freaking meatloaf. So I'm like, "What do you serve? What comes with the meatloaf?" And she says, "Mashed potatoes." I'm like, "God dang it! All right,
Awesome.
I'll take the meatloaf."
Yeah,
I already ate a whole damn sausage plate. I got to tell you, if you're in the area of Tampa Bay, and you're out on 60 Adamo Drive over by 22nd Street, IKEA, if you know the area, you know where I'm talking. There's a brewery called Coppertail Brewery. I'm going to tell you right now, their meatloaf is incredible. A lot of people don't realize why we put the binders in the meatloaf, whether you're using eggs, milk, cream, bread, panko, crackers. They don't realize the true purpose. They think it's just there to help make it stick together.
Okay.
But it also is what creates that spongy quality in the meatloaf, which holds that moisture in. So your meatloaf shouldn't be crumbly. It should be nice and spongy and moisture, and it should be able to hold together, yet just fall weighing to that fork. So you should be fork tender, but it should be able to hold its place. So when you're creating that binder, you have to do that right. And I got to tell you, when you take it to the smoker, it's even less forgiving. So for these guys to have that meatloaf be able to hold together, be able to slice it and smoke it and then slice it and then take it to the grill for a reheat, holy moly.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you I hate the whole thing because I had already had the sausage platter, but
Oh, you didn't get the meatloaf in place of the sausage platter. You got the sausage platter
after.
and then you added the meatloaf on.
Dude, I'm going to tell you, I pushed the mac and cheese aside because the meatloaf was that good.
Damn, nice, dude. Yeah, man, I just brought it up. Coppertail Brewing. Looking at it right now, they got a cool little Facebook page. I'm going to go ahead and grab the chat or grab the link and throw it in the chat, so you guys can go and check them out. And if you're in the area, by all means, swing by, say what's up, ask for the meatloaf, let them know. Let them know.
Ask for Zeus and tell him VooDoo Chef and KitchenKillaz sent you over.
Yeah, that's right. You may get a high five. You may get kicked out. We have no idea.
Double.
Yeah, you might get charged double. I have no idea what's going on. That's awesome, dude. So do you think they were running that 80-20, 80-20, 70-30? Do you think that's what you were tasting?
I got to tell you, I think they used the perfect binder, to keep that moisture and structure in the building. I think that's what they did because, first of all, if you don't have enough fat, you're screwed. But then that binder is what holds that moisture in. And, it holds it together. It holds that moisture in. There's fancy culinary terms for it and all that stuff. But if you don't have the proper binder, that's when you get that brick. And I've been to chain restaurants that may or may not be known as Brick House that serve fucking bricks, and I'll never go back there.
It's in the name,
right? It's
Brick Loaf.
They're paying homage to their self.
Meat bricks at Brick House.
I met them once, and I'm never going to meet them again.
You're like, and you don't think it was just that they had a bad night or they had one bad. This is just how it's supposed to be served, and you're like, yeah, this is not going to work for me.
No, I think they suck, and
okay.
and I've never made any bones about saying that.
Clearly, still not making any bones about saying it, which is one of the reasons I respect you so much, Chef.
It was all the food. It wasn't just that. I was working for a restaurant who everybody's going to be like, man, I wish I had that job. No, you don't. No. I used to go around and check the competitors for them. So I would get a phone call and say, hey, go eat at this restaurant and tell us what happened, how it was, what you think, and send us a bill and the receipt. And I got to tell you, Brick House is the worst I've ever been to. They definitely are making their money on beer.
Gotcha.
That's what's bringing people in.
Well, when you're drunk, you're hungry, and when you're hungry, you don't care what it tastes like. You're just eating everything, and they're taking advantage of that. So it's either not great ingredients, or the people that are cooking it don't have great recipes. You
Yeah,
know,
well,
or they have great recipes, they're not paying attention, they're mucking everything up.
and that's the whole thing. The number one ingredient is always love, man, and love starts with giving your full undivided attention to what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, man, 100%. I mean, and you can kind of apply that to anything. You know, like if you really want to have a great quality whatever, you got to give your undivided attention. You got to give a lot of love to it. You know, if it's just repetitious, it's gonna come out in the flavor. You know, it's gonna feel like you're just working a job, doing a job. It doesn't feel like it's not gonna taste
Right?
like that you're enjoying what you're doing. You know,
I
and
call that
people
a
are gonna be able to
TikTok
tell.
chef.
Say what?
I call that a TikTok chef.
Yeah, I get that.
All they're doing is following the instruction. They have no knowledge of anything, why it works, why it's supposed to work, so that if it messes up, they know how to fix it. And anybody can take a set of directions and follow it and put something out, and it's not going to work. I had somebody make a recipe the other day, and they're like, "Yeah, I followed the recipe to a T, but then I had to add 4 more cups of sugar." I mean 4 more cups of flour. I'm like, "Where'd you get the recipe?" Here's strike number one, TikTok. I go, "Well, where do you think you messed up?" And he goes, "Well, the recipe was wrong." That's not always the case. Sometimes you don't have the knowledge or skill set to understand what's supposed to happen.
Gotcha. Yeah, you don't understand the chemistry. You're not understanding the science. You're just following numbers and words in a book, and you're just putting it in there, but you don't necessarily know how they're interacting and why it's doing that. So if you need to
Right.
fix something, you don't know how.
Right.
Or you can't look at something and go, that's not right.
Because
Like,
if I said the most important part of the meatloaf is the binder because it creates a panade, everybody would be like, "What the fuck is that?"
I got to Google
What?
panade.
Right? But if I said it's a sponge, it helps holds in the moisture. Yeah, I get it.
We get it. Yeah, yeah. Got to speak layman's terms for us. So one of the cool things I do like about a cookbook is sometimes there are descriptive terms in there that will explain to you and teach you as you go. It's like, okay, we're going to add this as a binder. What's a binder? Little asterisk at the bottom. This is what a binder is. This is what this does. This is what this actually does. Like educating and teaching people so they go, okay, one of my favorite things about teaching somebody something is knowing that one day they're going to teach somebody else and they get to spread that education and spread that knowledge. And then we just have a whole nation of actually informed and knowledgeable people. Go figure.
One could hope.
One could hope. We can only do our part, so
I'm less of an asterisk guy. I'm more of the arrow to the box.
I like an arrow to a box. That's cool, man. Nice and easy. Here's your arrow. Right to this box
right here. There's that asterisk. I got to look for it. Sometimes I got to ask for help because these don't work.
It's in this recipe book. Is there by chance a meatloaf recipe that's either in the book or in the head of Chef Eric Young's?
So the quick answer is no. The quick answer is no. The only meatloaf recipe that I lay claim to that I have a hard recipe for. There's two, and I didn't write either one, so I didn't want to include them in the book as they're not mine, but they're my two go-tos. So one was written by my good friend H, and his meatloaf recipe is good. The other one was written by an attorney in Ybor City, who it was going to be it was like his family recipe, and so it was included in the. I was hired to rewrite their menu and come up with the recipes, but the meatloaf had to be there. So it was like his mom's recipe or something. And I got to tell you, dude, it was good. Oh, it was good. But I can't do that because it's not mine. I will tell you, it's not a panned meatloaf. It's a formed meatloaf on a sheet tray and baked. And when I do that meatloaf, I wrap it in a bacon lattice just because I can.
Why not? It's one of the 5 major food groups.
Right? And it puts it over the top.
Wrap it in a bacon lattice.
Right?
Because why not?
That's often the question.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Why not? Let's do it. Do you have bacon? Of course I have bacon. Should we put bacon on it? Why shouldn't we? It's not should we. It's why shouldn't we? Correct. And I really don't have a good answer for that.
So H is kind of my right hand. If you guys don't know H, he's my sounding board. He's my right hand. He's my sanity. Not Hollywood, Umberto del Campo.
Oh, Umberto del Campo.
So he and I go back 20 years, and a lot of times our conversations start like dude, you can't do that. And then I'm like, what do you mean I can't do that? One example is Fat Boy. You can't. What's Eastern North Carolina? Well, it's kind of like a barbecue sauce, but there's no ketchup. You can't make barbecue sauce without ketchup.
Watch me.
So I started throwing together a recipe, and that recipe became Fat Boy. Because by the time we were done, he tasted it and he's like, "Damn, that's pretty good."
That's really good.
And so that's how Fat Boy was actually created, because you can't do that. And I was just showing him that you can.
Yeah.
The same thing with my apple pie egg rolls with Captain Morgan caramel sauce and exploding ice cream, because
I'm sorry. Is that going to be in the cookbook?
absolutely,
Oh, yes.
absolutely, and
Did
we put barbecue pop rocks on them.
Did you say apple pie egg rolls
Yes,
with what kind of sauce?
Captain Morgan spice rum caramel,
And pop what?
vanilla ice cream with barbecue pop rocks.
Okay, I have so many questions. Like, holy smokes, man. Dude, I feel like that could be a show in and of itself. In and of itself, man. Wow. So that's and so it's going to be really interesting. What's up? Oh, that's right. I did the hand thing. Sorry. So there we go. There we go. All right. Okay, let me see if I can get this to stop. There we go, and then I get hit the button. There we go. Oh, goodness gracious, Eric. All this technology is so much fun.
Well, my technology crapped out because I was that recipe might be on my website already. It might be on VooDooChef.com. It might be up there. You could check.
Bro, are you talking about the lattice meatloaf, or are you talking about the apple pie egg
the
rolls?
egg rolls.
Bro.
My stuff's not playing nice right now.
Man, that sounds. I agree with Karen Horowitz Schwartz. She says that sounds amazing, right, Karen? Right? Oh man, Karen's a rock star too. Karen, I hope if you are in town, I hope to see you Friday night for the Meatloaf Mayhem Mashup. I really, really hope to see you and the crew to come by and see everybody and enjoy yourself and have some fun and have some meatloaf and judge on the people's champ. You know, all that good stuff. One of those things where it really is just bringing a great community worth of people together to enjoy some music and some food. Very, very simple. Everything after that is just we just kind of make it up as we go along. We bring in professionals. We bring in chefs. We bring in a lot of friends. We add some music. We add a lot of technology. But the whole thing is just based on good people getting together and spending time with each other. That's it. That's really the root of the whole thing. You know, so we'd love to see you Friday night, Karen. A huge shout out. Nathan June says, woo, woo, what the F? Oh, my God. I need it in my face hole. I think he's.
So if you go to VooDooChef.com and you click on the recipe tab, it is called Captain's, CAP'N''S rum rolls. Captain's rum rolls.
Captain's rum rolls. Man, that sounds absolutely fantastic. Yep. Dude, where did you come up with the idea for barbecue pop rocks? What?
I'm fucked up, Billy. So barbecue pop rocks, you can buy unflavored pop rocks.
Okay.
So as a kid, I'm sure everybody's had pop rocks. Just make sure you don't have them with Coca-Cola, you'll die. Like that kid Mikey.
I didn't know you could buy unflavored pop rocks. I didn't know that was a thing.
So I buy unflavored pop rocks and I coat them with my VooDoo Chef magic. And then we put them on vanilla ice cream, and they actually start popping ahead of the game because once they get moist, they pop.
Here they go.
So the idea was you eat them and they'll pop, but we put them on the ice cream and the servers are walking out with them and they're fucking popping everywhere.
Dude, it's going to get more orders. People are going to be like, yo, what is that? What is that? How can I get one? Yo, well, that's fantastic.
You know, we only do private pop-ups. So,
yeah.
No, I just had a major conflict with something.
Well, you know, that's how it goes when you're a busy bee.
Well, I have a friend who's performing at the House of Blues on Friday night.
Nice. Which House of Blues?
Orlando.
That's awesome.
It is, but he goes on at 8:30.
That's not awesome.
That's not awesome. That's not awesome. So that was my conflict.
Yeah, House of Blues, I got to tell you, that's probably my favorite stage to play in Orlando. I love the House of Blues. I've been to a lot of concerts there. I've played that stage many times, and it is a dream to play there. It's so much fun. It's just one of those iconic things that you want to like notch on your belt as a musician. But there's a lot of places that are like that aren't really that great to play. It's just nice to notch it on the belt. House of Blues is a balance of both. A beautiful place to play, some amazing sound, an incredible crew, amazing lights, amazing place, awesome people, a beautiful stage, and it's the freaking House of Blues, man. Just what a great venue. One of my favorites in Florida. One of my favorites venue I've ever played.
It is one of my favorite venues to get the corner VIP table and sit there and drink Jack and eat food all night as I watch the show.
Sounds like a good selection of choices right there. It's like, I'll take that table, that drink, that food. Leave me alone. I'm gonna watch a show.
Pretty much, they just keep refilling my Jack.
Yeah, that's it. Nice and easy. You know, we're pretty simple as men. We're pretty simple to keep happy. We're not complicated creatures. Very simple.
Hey, all jokes aside, if you're gonna party responsible.
That is true. Arrive alive, baby. A huge shout out to Matthew Pfeiffer, another fantastic chef we've worked with over the years. He says, I'm in Goffs, California. Just wanted to say howdy to everybody. He has been a Patreon patron for a long time. He's been a Kitchen Killaz. He's been a friend of mine for almost 10 years now. Wow. And we have a segment in our Patreon show on Wednesday nights called Faster Than Pfeiffer. And what people do is I'll put up a movie quote, and you have to guess that movie faster than Matthew Pfeiffer. And let me tell you, nobody has beat him
I want to play.
He is insanely fast.
I want to play.
Yeah, faster than Pfeiffer, dude. One of my favorite segments, and it's come and gone throughout the years. We bring it back sometimes. We were just talking last Wednesday about bringing it back because it's such a fun little skit to play. You know.
Challenge accepted, Billy Floyd.
I like it. So I mean, just talking about meatloaf makes me want to go out and get some pork and get some beef, get some 80-20, get that 70-30 and put it all together. And I got to say, I just got a message that I heard one of our competitors for this Friday night might be showing up in just a minute to swing by and talk some smack. He's very, very, very busy. But Meatloaf Man himself might be in the house, baby. There he is, having a seat and joining us. Holy smokes. The Meatloaf Man himself. How are you, Meatloaf Man? I like it. He's got the backwards hat. He's got the clip rocking. You're unmuted. The glasses are on. And wait, what is that on top of your microphone?
The cream that rises to the top.
I'm a little afraid, man.
Yes, you should be afraid. Because the Meatloaf Man, that's all he does. Makes that meatloaf. You can't beat the Meatloaf Man because he has plans. He's got plans for his plans. He's got backup plans for his backup plans.
The Meatloaf Man is a mix of Macho Man Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes, and I absolutely love it.
Dusty Rhodes, there it is. That's what I was looking for. You're right. Oh man, that's awesome, dude. I dig it. There's a channel I follow on TikTok, and he does a lot of crawfish boils, a lot. And he looks very similar to this guy, and he's dangerous, man. He's dangerous, dude. I'm excited, dude. What's going on, Meatloaf Man? You excited about Friday night?
I'm very excited.
Are you excited to take the first place? I imagine.
Oh, of course.
Really?
Of course.
Doesn't matter who walks through that door.
No.
I got you, man.
It does not matter.
What's gonna set your recipe apart from the rest?
What's going to set it apart? Well, everything, really, but let's be honest. The main attraction to it is my bourbon glaze.
Oh, a bourbon glaze?
Maple bourbon glaze. Yes, sir.
Oh, good. Well, the fact that there's bourbon in it, I guarantee you Chef Eric loves it already.
Absolutely.
Oh man, and I will say this: I've had that maple bourbon glaze once or twice, and when it's first ready to go, man, it is absolutely fantastic. But if you let it cool down just for a minute or two, starts to get thick, starts to get crazy, bro. You could put that on ice cream, waffles, meatloaf, burgers, anything, dude. It is absolutely fantastic, man. It could win championships of its own. So I'm excited to see you double that up with your meatloaf recipe.
Oh, yes.
Are you running a blend like Chef was talking about? What are you thinking this Friday?
So I've been running a very traditional, it's a very traditional family thing.
Okay.
We didn't add pork to it. It was just straight ground beef.
Straight ground beef. Are you running, what kind of ratios are you looking at?
So it's 80-20 ground beef.
80-20 ground beef. Gotcha. Just traditional. What'd you say, Chef?
I said good call on that 80-20.
Yeah. Good call, my man. I'm excited to see how it goes down. We got some brand new competitors coming this Friday. We have some repeat competitors. Chef Dane Brevord is going to be back again with a hybrid recipe. Who knows if it's going to be his this time? We have absolutely no idea, but I don't think you care.
No, I do not. Chef Dane can come in here with his turkey loaf again. His jabroni bacon jam.
His turkey loaf and his jabroni bacon jam.
Doesn't matter. He could steal the recipe from somebody else like he has for every other competition he's ever been in.
That's true. He
Every
has.
other competition.
Yeah, he's taken somebody else's recipe
But you know
every single
why I'm
time.
going to win? You know why I'm going to win?
Because you're Bob Dole.
Not only that, it's the fact that the cream rises to the top.
Because you're the originator, not the imitator.
That's right.
And I do have some surprises for the show on Friday.
We like surprises. We love surprises. Don't tell us now because it won't be a surprise.
No, but I do have them in store.
Oh.
At least one big one.
Oh, I like big surprises. That's awesome. Fantastic, sir. Dude, it's gonna be awesome on Friday night. You got some competitors coming in, Meatloaf, man. Like
I do.
You don't seem shaken at all, but we got some heavy hitters. We have some champions coming through the door on Friday night that have won other competitions and gotten very, very close to that top spot in the Meatloaf competition before. You're not shaking at all.
No, you know why?
Not
It's
even
because
worried.
I am the people's champion.
Dude, you're winning me on the wrestling vibe. I'm a huge wrestling mark.
I think this has been a year in the making.
Oh, it has been.
Yeah. I think like the Monday after last year's Meatloaf Mayhem, he got the glasses and was like, "Oh, I'm doing this next year." Well, here we are, man. We're 4 days away. Now, you've been trying out your recipe for the past couple weeks. You think you got it dialed in, ready to go?
I've been tweaking it here and there, perfecting it, and I think I got it.
Yeah?
I think I got it. It's going to be a couple of add-ons in there.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll see what happens.
Nice. I like it.
It's definitely changed a little bit
Yeah,
since
yeah.
the last time.
Well, I think 2 years ago you lost by 1
point.
one modifier point because your overall points tied.
Yep.
And then they took it just to taste. They looked at taste, and I think you lost to Chef Dane Brevort, probably not his recipe, by 1 point.
Well, no, it was his recipe. But the reason why it was his recipe is because he used a turkey loaf. He used a turkey loaf.
Meatloaf Man was so offended that he used turkey.
I was offended on a spiritual level that he used turkey for his meatloaf.
Well, let's go back to one of my first comments. It's the Sunday dinner sermon, and it's like a hamburger. It needs to be made with beef.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's no substitute. What's he bringing this year? A black bean meatloaf?
Right.
Is he bringing one of them Wonder Burger meatloafs or whatever they call those things?
Oh yeah, what is it? The Incredible and the
Incredible.
Impossible. Yeah, an impossible
'cause
loaf.
there ain't nothing incredible about that crap.
I was gonna say take it outside and throw it in the pool, but don't mess my pool up. No way, man.
No.
Don't put that either. You can't even put it in the yard. Nobody's gonna eat that.
Float.
It might float.
That shit's gonna stink, bro.
That's gonna smell terrible. Well, before we get going, Meatloaf Man, Chef Eric, do you have any tips for Meatloaf Man for his competition on Friday night?
Well, we've already talked about the meat. We've already talked about the binder. I love Meatloaf Man. That Billy said your sauce, your coating is jammy, dark, and sticky. Because those are the 3 words we look for: jammy, dark, and sticky. Gotta be. But we haven't heard about your aromatics. Tell me about your aromatics. What's going in? What are our flavors? Got to have onion.
Before we do that, tell me because I don't know.
Yes.
What are aromatics?
Please.
You got to have your onion. You got to have your garlic. You got to have something else. What else is going in there?
Oh, I get it. Into the meatloaf?
Right. Like
Gotcha.
Like me, Worcestershire is a hard push. You got to bring that umami. Mushrooms. What's gonna be the rest of your little mix? Is there a secret? Is it Dijon? What puts you over the top?
Well, there is going to be a secret ingredient thrown in there. However, I usually just it's usually been garlic, like chopped garlic,
Right.
I'll throw in there. However, I have not done a whole lot of experimentation on the meatloaf since its incarnation. My dad and I have always kind of adjusted it as it's gone through, and I might add a little bit of something in there just to like now that you're giving me some ideas. Like, cause what is cooking without a little bit of experimentation? On
Yeah,
there?
you gotta experiment, dude.
I think I've got a little bit of extra ground beef that I can test something before Friday.
I like it. I like it. Nice. So when you're talking about these aromatics, are you talking about just flavor? Or are you talking about texture as well, Chef? Like, are you talking about finely diced like onions and mushrooms, so you don't really have that texture, but just the flavor?
So you want just the flavor. I'm going to tell you, texture is a big deal for me. It's got to be moist. It's got to be slightly springy, but yet holding together. And like we said, it has to yield to the fork.
Yeah.
If it's crumbly, it's too dry. If it's oozy, you got too much grease. You want it to have a nice, firm texture, but again, be able to cut with a fork. I, myself, like the same texture all the way through.
Gotcha. So a uniform texture throughout the entire meatloaf. Good on the texture, good on the bites, on the whatever you're going for. Make sure you can take a slice from one side, a slice from the other side, and it's going to be uniform all throughout. Everybody's going to be that uniform flavor that you're looking for. I like that.
Although, I will say one thing, that it's not a secret as to how I've been cooking it the past couple of years. I don't use a meatloaf loaf to cook the meatloaf. I cook it in a bed of potatoes.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, bro, and let me tell you, he never gets enough freaking potatoes, Chef. I tell him every time, I'm like, bro, the potatoes are amazing. Like, quadruple the potatoes. Then he does, and it's still
very
not enough.
interested in that.
So what I'll do is I'll usually get mini golds or mini reds.
Right.
Sometimes I mix them together, but I'll quarter them, and then I'll toss them in a little bit of olive oil, and I've actually been using some of this delicious KitchenKillaz grunge as of late. And, oh
wow.
Yeah.
It is fantastic.
Oh, man.
It is fantastic.
It's so good. It was that was one thing. He's like, you know what should I throw on these potatoes? I was like, bro, put some grunge on there, man. And that's one of my favorite seasonings. Like, I can't open a bottle. I'll eat all of it. I cannot dive into my own stash.
Don't do it, man.
Yeah, but we wound up putting the grunge on there, and let me tell you, it was out of this world. I ate those potatoes so fast. I was like, I still have all the meatloaf. I was like, let me eat some meatloaf too. Man, that grunge was outstanding. I'm interested. Now I kind of want to make meatloaf, not for the competition, but just to make one.
Oh, yeah.
I've never made one before. I've watched a lot of them being made, but I've learned so much from Chef Eric just tonight listening to him talk about meatloaf. I'm like, bro, I could go out there with some freaking confidence, and making it happen. That's awesome, man.
Well, just remember, guys, and unfortunately, we're not going to see this on KitchenKillaz 905 Live because the true test is the leftover sandwich test.
That's
when
right.
you put that piece of meatloaf on a piece of white bread with a little bit of mayonnaise and mustard, man, you have a great meatloaf if that sandwich slaps. That's it, man.
Yeah.
That sandwich is slapping. You have a great meatloaf.
Yeah, Nathan is a big fan of sandwichability. Like, that's a big part of it, and one of the things he just put up, it's got to make a sandwich. And he also says, or a breakfast hash the next day, but he's got to make a sandwich. And that's like one of the things that are on the judges right here. It says sandwich. Now, again, we're not going to know that till the next day, so we're asking all of our competitors to take one slice of meatloaf and set it aside so we can go back the next day and we can look at that sandwichability. And we're probably gonna have a separate award just for sandwichability, because we're not gonna be able to do it on Friday night unless we're having a huge sleepover, which we're not gonna do. I do got a lot of couches, but goodness gracious, that'd be a lot of hash in the morning. That'd be a lot of fun.
You could mail them all to me, and I'd be happy to take one
next
for the
day.
team.
Next day, air it. We'll just ship it out that night. No problem. It'll show up first thing in the morning, and there you go. You have 7 different full slices of meatloaf to be able to test out sandwichability and just let us know how you're feeling about it.
Dude,
Billy will just leave the next morning, just head straight to you.
Yeah, like a courier, like a medical courier. I got it in one of like the little cooler boxes.
It's a big red igloo cooler box,
Yep.
and it just folds down.
Yep.
Except instead of the red cross on there, it's just a meatloaf.
Yeah, just a meatloaf on the side.
Maybe one with the eyes on it, just like Mr. Toasty.
I get one of those little red lights that you take and put on top of the car, like in the 1980s when you would see a cop car in every single one of the shows. I'm just zipping down I-4.
Beginning of police police academy or whatever
police
that was.
escort.
You're getting a naked gun.
Yeah, exactly. We got Florida Highway Patrol leading the way. I mean, they know how busy this is. This is very important. This is very important.
Going to voodoo.
Yeah, like, oh, okay, yeah, follow us. We got you, dude. No problem. Actually, you know what? Just pull over to the side. We got a helicopter on the way.
Yeah.
It's gonna land right in the field over here. We're gonna emergency. We're gonna helivac it.
Yep.
We're gonna airlift this to Chef.
Billy,
bring it over.
they don't know where I've lived. They've never been over here multiple times.
They've never been over here several times. I don't know. Well, man, it has already been an hour, guys. We already hit our hour mark, 7:05 to 8:05. Trying really hard to keep it to that hour. I'm trying to learn from Chef because he's got a hard cutoff at 2 hours sometimes when he does the show, and he will
Hard
cut
cut.
that shit right away. He's like, and we're done.
Pretty much.
Chef Eric, thank you so much for joining us, man. It's always wonderful to see you on the other side of the TV and joining us on the shows. Thank you so much for letting us stream to your channels. To all the Voodies out there, thank you guys for accepting us, accepting KitchenKillaz as part of your crew. You guys have become very, very close friends and very honored to be a part of it.
And remember, if you're watching on the VooDoo Chef channel right now, please, please, please go like the KitchenKillaz channel.
Yay.
and the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS channel. Jump over, make sure you throw them likes. Make sure you don't just throw them a like, follow them, click the bell, do the ding-a-ling, whatever it is you do. Make sure that you're following these guys.
Chef knows the
They're
lingo.
amazing people.
All the lingo.
Yeah, Chef knows the lingo.
Oh,
Click the bell, do the ding-a-ling, the
Look,
thing,
the lingo is-
whatever the notification thing, the Hobschnagel and the flabbergaster.
Look, the vernacular is very important.
Yeah, it's vital. It's vital. Listen, if you want to talk tech, Chef Eric's the guy. He's who I go for all my tech needs.
The future's now.
The future is now.
All right, so Meatloaf Man, I think less stale cracker, more Dusty Rhodes, more Ric Flair, more Macho Man.
Any final words for him before you part ways from us there, Meatloaf Man?
The cream rises to the top. Here, hold on there. Why don't you hold on to that one, Billy? Oh.
Here, I'll sit in on the foam.
There you go.
There we go. We'll leave this one right here. I feel like I'm balancing something on my head very, very precariously. It's not fun. It's not fun. I'm stressing. It's giving me anxiety. That's awesome, man.
My meatloaf is going to be the best in the world. As a matter of fact, it already is. It's already been determined. You already know it.
We'll see you guys Friday night. Thank you so much. I'm going to put up this cool banner because look at this sexy guy on it. Wow. That was actually right in place with Eric. It's literally like there's his face, 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 there's his face.
Which one's live?
It's absolutely fantastic. I can't tell. You guys have a good night. Stay out of trouble. We'll talk to you soon. My name is Billy Floyd along with Tyler Garrettson and the amazing VooDoo Chef himself, Eric Youngs. You guys be careful. We'll talk to you soon. We'll see you Friday night at 9:05. Stay out of trouble. Meatloaf Man, any final words to say bye to everybody?
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf it is. Take care, folks, and don't forget the cream. It rises to the top.
It rises to the top.
It rises to the top. Later, guys.